It's Madden NFL 24. And up next is the Texans' towering wide receiver. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Texans and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 99 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game, and gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Stroud on third down now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running left, Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Richardson off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. His throw incomplete. You look at this Colt defense, and they play well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I've struggled a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Slot man moves right. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot. Games.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Across midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Richardson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this returnable for Hines. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one, because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe
touchdown, Texans. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
There he goes, right side. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising, because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. That right there. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go again with Pierce. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Pierce now up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Not a great start to this drive. You have the sack, now the full start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Richardson.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 43. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
DeForest Buckner. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the 1st half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards yards needed to gain a first down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
On the option left, Richardson.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Now it's Richardson.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That complete to Downs.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Running free at the 45. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
DK Metcalf.
75 yards.
And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here comes third and about a foot. Richardson looking to throw.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, Bronco switch.
Here's Stroud. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Stroud. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And Stroud now to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage. The entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
Now we're behind his man, incomplete.
So we hit. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Colts to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Come on, come on. Hey.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Holding, offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Take it at the 37. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Stroud out of the gun here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Now Stroud.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, 27 yards.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got his man, Dell.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Stroud.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Indy set to go on offense once more. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
70, Hawk 70.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This taken in by Downs.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down and 3.
At the Texans 39-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Good footwork at the 30.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
2nd and 10.
19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he'll go down at the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the option left, Richardson.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Taken down back at the
60
15-yard line.
Bison. 60 Bison.
Now Richardson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Hines now on the return.
Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Richardson working from the gun. They're going right back to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
39-yard line. A gain of 4.
Now it's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
A strong run. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. On the option left, Richardson.
So close, he gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
QB sneak, Richardson.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Anthony Richardson.
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah,
and got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
Still first down.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
This to Hines on the drop-off. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. As Stroud now to throw.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Play is under review.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Richardson will keep it once again. There he goes again.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
34 yards.
And the Colts look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
Williams brings it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And the lopside.
Point 'em out, point 'em out.